Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Vols will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Sooners offense is on the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Quarterback on the keeper. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and 1.
The Volunteers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
Just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Vols send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Sooners in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Sooners. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Burks. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. They're bringing heat. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just feeds the running back. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. to throw on third down. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 72 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
14, Tennessee, 0.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the returner is stopped. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He'll do it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Vols look to keep this drive humming.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that it's...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Calls his own number. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's a draw. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Gets it out fast. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Looking to move it through the air. Time to take a shot. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got the tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Arnold coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The give to the tailback.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Sampson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds a crease at the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Washington is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Warren Moon, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Throws to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? He'll keep it himself. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. With the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers! Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They go to the draw. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum.
And he intercepts it. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up, and they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air, it's Arnold. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. He wants to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. On second down, they'll take to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Vols will send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Dan, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to throw for it. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. And wings it incomplete. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looking to throw on second down. Trying to get to it. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
On the ground, it's Sampson. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Vols decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. From the gun, give on the inside. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And now on first down after converting with the run. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He's taking the shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Play action. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the catch and knocked down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Achuk. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They're getting this guy lathered up.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Vols will line up to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They're going to ride this running back.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
They'll go back to the ground. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Arnold. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll go to the counter play. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to throw, it's Arnold. And the timing just a hair off. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. It is good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Sooners in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Burks. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Sooners are in the red zone. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Finds his big tight end. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. And the Sooners get enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Sampson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Legal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Using his legs, it's Sampson. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. After the run, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They'll try the run. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw. It's Arnold. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Vols moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete. A huge pickup. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
From the gun, the ground game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Here comes the hurry up. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead down.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
That's caught. It's Gibson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
43, Tennessee, 24.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Coming after it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. He'll do it himself. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. The option look. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll give it to him again. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the ground, it's Achop. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. And the Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. With the clock running, this should be the final play. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.